Hey guys, let's get ready together, shall we? There's a lot I want to chat. Okay, we're off to a great start. Chat about. First, I'm going to go in with the Milani Bright Side Illuminating Primer. This just went into my project pan. But yeah, there's a lot that I want to chat with you guys about, and I want to, you know, not only makeup, but just kind of want to chat about 31 days of content / Vlogmas that I did this year, and some of my New Year makeup goals. Just kind of want to sit down, relax, and do makeup. I'm filming this at like 10 o'clock at night. It's like New Year's Day, so I have the day off, and I don't know, I really just wanted some makeup therapy. So I was like, you know what, let's just sit down and get ready with my friends, if you know what I mean. So let's see. Today I want to use on my eyes the Ciate London Velvet Palette. I am still trying to, I've only used it one time, so I want to use it a couple more times because I am, and I think I briefly mentioned this before, but I am going to start a couple new series on my channel this year. And the first one is, I haven't decided what to call it, so if you have any ideas, let me know. This will be the first, this video that I'm filming right now will be the first one to go up in 2023. So Happy New Year. But if you have any ideas, let me know because the playlist name is still up for grabs. But anyways, back all the way back around to my original point. The first series is going to be like a monthly haul / purchase. So like this month you're gonna see a video. I'm gonna go in and start like kind of setting with this shade. This month you will see a video that is all of my purchases / gifted items that I got and plan to keep / try out. So it's essentially going to be a haul / purchases. Like for example, I have the one coming up is going to be items that I was gifted from like Ipsy and Boxy that I decided to keep. And then also items that I picked up with gift cards, Ulta points, stuff that I got from Christmas. So it's really kind of a mixed bag of all the new products that have come into my collection the month prior. I wanted to do this as kind of like a way to make sure I'm showing you guys everything that's coming in, but also as a way to kind of keep myself accountable. And I think it'll be really nice to go back at the end of 2023 and look through this series just to kind of see what all was coming in. I just think, yeah, I just think that it will be nice to see that. Let's see. Let's do something with this darker purple right here. This looks really pretty. I'm gonna start using that out on the outer corner there. So I want to do that as the first new series. And then the second new series is I'm going to be more consistent with speed reviews. There is going to be a speed review video every month. And it's going to be going over the products that I tested the previous month and was able to formulate an opinion on. So I'm keeping track of all of this in a notebook. And when I start testing something for review, I write it down. Like this is going to be one that I tested in December, and I'm going to give you a speed review on it in January. If I don't have my thoughts by then I will push it to February. But that way, you know, when I'm trying stuff and you're like, man, I wonder if it's not something that I absolutely fell in love with, you might not see it again. So I wanted to do this in case there were like products you're like, man, I wonder how that turned out or how that went. And it's like, well, I gave it away, or I, you know, returned it or whatever because it sucked. And then I forgot to update you. So I hope that my channel will just be more informative by doing this series. So you'll be more consistently seeing reviews on the stuff that I'm actively trying. And wow, that is patchy out there. And then also the stuff, you know, that's actively coming into my collection. I hope that made sense. Like, I hope that makes sense. Essentially, what I purchased is going to be a playlist in the month, and then what I tried out is going to be a playlist during that month as well. So I'm really excited to start that. It's going to start this month here in January. So I'm going to be going through products that I got in December and then products that I was focused on trying. They're not going to be interchangeable because I only have one face. So if I get a lot of products one month, I can't try it all that month, you know? Not going to lie, you guys. This is a little patchy. I'm just going to buff a little bit on the edge here. But I'm really excited for both of those series. I think that they will be really fun. If you have any name ideas for like the purchase / haul series, let me know in the comments. I would love to hear it. I'm thinking about like for December's, like my idea was just like December purchases / haul. But I realize it's not that creative. So if you think there's a better idea out there, I would love to hear it. Just putting some glitter glue on my eye right now. But yeah, I don't know. I haven't had the, I don't want to say the Ciate and London palettes I've tried are bad. So I don't want to say I haven't had the best luck. But I will say they haven't wowed me yet. Like they've been the most kind of, like, you know what I mean? So that I'm taking that into account as well. First look I did was pretty, but I wasn't like, wow. I think I will use this gold shade here and just go in with my finger. I thought it was interesting when I posted this. I had several people that were like, I got this in boxy 2 years ago. Like, I'm surprised they're still, you know, sending it out. And I was like, oh my God, that is such a boxy thing to do. I was like, honestly, it wouldn't even surprise me if these are still the same palettes from 2 years ago and they're like ready to expire or something. Like, I was like, that is some shit that BoxyCharm would freaking do. Like, they're just like that. I think it's shady. This shade in particular is super crumbly. Just a heads up. So if you're not into that, it's making quite the mess all over the pan and my vanity. But it does look nice on the eyes. Also, if you hear random yelling, my boyfriend's playing his video game, so yeah. Yeah, so I definitely wanted to talk about those two series because there's something I'm really excited about in 2023 to get up and going. I think it's going to be enjoyable. I plan to stick to my Monday, Tuesday, Thursday posting schedule. That seems to work well for me and my channel. So that's what I plan to stick to. I know from 31 days of content to today, there was a little bit of a gap, but I posted 31 days in a row. So I wanted to take this Monday and Tuesday off before this went up on Thursday, but moving forward, it'll be regularly scheduled Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. So if you are new here, hey, my name is Megan. I would love for you to subscribe. I do all things like, you know, hauls, new beauty, old beauty, project planning, tutorials, all that kind of stuff. Shop my stash, get ready with me. A pretty mixed bag over here on my channel. So you'll see a little bit of everything. I would love to have you subscribe, like this video. Also, if you're here enjoying it, would appreciate that. for foundation, I think I'm going to use my Huda Beauty stick. This one is in the shade 140G, and it's currently in my project pan right now, so I'm going to use it. But speaking of 31 Days of Beauty, I kind of just wanted to chat a little bit about that and my thoughts and my experience, just in case you're like curious as a viewer, or if you're even, you know, curious as a content creator. Like I mentioned, I typically post 3 videos a week. Sometimes there will be bonus uploads. So that's why, you know, if you turn on your notifications, you'll be notified of that. But for the most part, I do 3 a week, sometimes 4. So taking on the challenge of 31 videos in a row, and then like the week prior to that in November, the last week in November, I think I posted almost every day as well, except for I took a 1-day gap because I just had content that I wanted to get up. So it was a really big goal. I wasn't sure if I would be able to do it. I was a little bit nervous because that is a ton of content. And then I had recently gotten approved for product linking, so like affiliated links. So I was like, okay, like I want to attempt to link more products in my description boxes now that like I can actually, you know, make a profit from that, because it takes so much extra time, you guys, to do that. So if I ever inspire you to pick anything up, please, please, please use my link. It takes so much time. It supports my channel. So just throwing that out there. So that had just happened and I was like, wow, like, okay, so 31 videos in a row, plus like all the added time for, you know, linking stuff. And then obviously like we had the holidays coming up. Work has been nothing short of crazy. And I was just like, feeling excited, but also a little bit nervous, because I knew you guys wouldn't be like, oh my God, you couldn't do it if I wasn't able to do it. But I kind of, you know, I set out a goal. I wanted to do it. So I definitely busted my ass to get it done. And if you've been around, then you have seen that I did complete all 31 videos. And that to me is just like proud moment, because that was a lot of work and I'm proud that I stuck to it. That being said though, I'm going to use the Pure Lace BB Glow Concealer. That being said, I, you know, obviously was paying attention to my numbers and everything throughout the month of December, because I'm a smaller content creator. So I try to pay attention to what you guys, you know, like to see, what'll get the views. And then I add in like sometimes here and there stuff that just, you know, I like, I don't, you know, and I want to create because I like to, but I try to cater to like what you guys like to see as well. And the thing is, if I'm going to be absolutely busting my ass to put out like, you know, 31 videos in a row, I need to see some kind of like, you know, reward. Like I need to see that, you know, kick back and be worth it in a monetary sense on my channel. And I honestly, I thought that by putting out more content, my channel in general would be a little more boosted. So I was thinking, you know, I would gain a little more followers than I normally do. I was hoping my revenue would be a little more bumped. I didn't expect anything crazy to happen and go viral. Like I had realistic expectations. Like I was hoping I would gain like 100 to 200 more subscribers as we went along. And I was hoping that my income or monetization, like whatever for the month, would be higher obviously, because I put out more than double the videos I normally do. And that did not happen at all. It actually, number-wise, was a pretty terrible month. It was really similar to my first month of monetization on YouTube. And that is super frustrating considering all the time and work I was putting into it. And I'm not mad at you guys. I want to be clear about that. I'm not mad at you guys. I'm just talking out loud here and sharing the process with you. I'm not like coming for you guys if you didn't have time to watch. Like, people are busy. I'm going to use the Westman Atelier sample card, and I'm going to go in with the bronzer right now. I have the shade Biscuit. I was really excited about this sample because I had my eye on this product in general, and it's really hard in here. So I'm going to just put it on the back of my hand and try to warm it up and then go in with my brush. But, so yeah, I had expected it to do better than it did, but it did not go well, you guys. Like I said, it was similar to my first month of monetization. To be precise, my stats were down 60%. I was like, oh, are we on Instagram over here? Like, it was so bad, you guys. My views were down 60%. My average amount of followers I gained a month were down. So then revenue was down. Literally everything was down. December was a really poor month growth-wise and a poor month income-wise. And I guess I just was not expecting that. Like, I expected it to have a really positive impact on my channel, and it didn't. So I'm kind of waiting to see what January looks like, because I'm like, well, maybe, you know, people are busy during the holidays. People are going to be catching up on the content, you know, throughout January. So maybe I'll see the spike in January is what I'm thinking. So I'm going to keep an eye on it, and we'll see what it does. This is pretty. We will see what it does. But if there is not a dramatic / you know, significant like bump in January, then I don't foresee myself doing this next year. The 31 days of content / the Vlogmas. It was fun, but it's just not worth it. Maybe if, like, you know, this is what I did full time or whatever, then maybe that would be a little bit different, but I work a full-time job on top of this. So, like, being able to get all that up, well, I was straight busting my ass. And to not really see it pay off in certain ways was, like, pretty discouraging. I'm not gonna lie. Around day 20, I talked to Steph about this. I was like, I kind of just want to quit. Like, I just want to stop. Like, because I was feeling not only just a little bit, you know, tired, and a little bit burnt out just because of, you know, I was not only creating over here, but I was creating on Instagram. And I was just like, man, like, I was just feeling super defeated because it wasn't like, you know, I wasn't seeing the results that I wanted from all the additional work that I put in. So yeah, I don't think that it'll be something I do next year. I think maybe next year what I might do is just stick to my normal upload schedule and then maybe try like a new series or do a couple bonus uploads or something like that. But that's kind of how it played out. I use this shade Petal right here. Beautiful. Beautiful. I went in kind of heavy-handed with the bronzer over here. Kind of light-handed with it over here. But so far, I think it looks really, really nice. But yeah, so I just kind of wanted to talk about how all of that played out. And I also like just wanted to say thank you to everyone that did, you know, interact or engage or watch any of my content in December. Like, thank you guys so much. Like, I appreciate the shit out of you. Like, I really do. Because, you know, it was rough anyways, but there were several of you, you know, that I can think of off the top of my head that like showed up for a lot of the videos and engaged. And yeah, I really just, I appreciate that. This is like a, man, what's the word I'm looking for? It's like a wet balmy. We'll see. I want to see how it dries down. I used the one in the middle, which is the highlight in the shade Lit. So yeah, this is the card. And first impressions are really nice. I'm gonna put a thing over the top of it so that I can save it, because I will be able to get a few, I think at least, I don't know, 2, maybe 3 more uses out of this sample card, which is really exciting. So I'm gonna hang on to that, and I think it looks really pretty. I also am gonna just go ahead right now and pop off and do my brows because I can't talk and do it at the same time. So I'll be right back. So yeah, I'm not exactly sure like what I was expecting to come out of 31 days of content, but I was not expecting it to have like a negative impact on my channel. And that's kind of what it felt like, to be honest. So I don't think I'll do it like this year. I'll reevaluate, you know, the following year. But yeah, that was just kind of my experience with it. If you're a content creator and you did something similar, I would love to hear your experience with it. I'd also like to know, you know, if you're a subscriber, like what are your thoughts on that much content? Because I was like, I kind of feel overwhelmed filming it. Maybe they feel overwhelmed, you know, watching it. So maybe that's just what it is. It's, you know, too overwhelming. But I also feel like a lot of content creators do it. So I didn't want to be like, you know, overshined or overlooked because I wasn't the content creator doing it. Like, you know, if that makes sense. So just let me know your guys' feedback. I'm genuinely curious. I'm going to use this deep purple shade here, and I'm going to just plop this on the lower lash line. But yeah, some other goals I have in terms of makeup and whatnot that I forgot to mention in my project panning video. I really want to work more on increasing my pan percentage this year. I think that would be a good goal. I want to, you know, increase that. I also don't want to be rouge or diamond this year at Sephora or Ulta. I think that would be an amazing accomplishment. Like, obviously, I buy, you know, skincare and body care from both those stores. So, like, I am going to spend money there. I'm just hopeful that I won't be spending enough to warrant me being, like, the top tier. Yeah. So, that's another one of my goals that I didn't mention. And I wanted to because, you know, if you're reaching diamond or you're reaching rouge, then you know you're spending a lot of money at that place. So I'm just going to try to spend less money in general on beauty products this year. Even like fragrance, you know, I have quite a few. I did finish up a couple last year, and I want to try to finish up a couple more this year. The one that I'm going to allow myself to do is the Gucci Flora. That's my favorite. I've been without it for months, and the next time Sephora or Ulta does 4 times points or 5 times points, I'm going to get it. I smelled it again yesterday in store, and I was like, oh my God, How I Have Missed You. So that's the one that I'm gonna allow. But other than that, I'm kind of, you know, just trying to chill with what I have, use up what I have. And I mean, I'm really lucky and I get PR from Ipsy and Boxy. So like I still will have, you know, new stuff coming in to try. So I just need to chill out on the purchasing and, you know, I want to focus my money elsewhere. That gold is starting to crease a little bit. But yeah, had a pretty, well, I don't know if it was super productive day off, but I folded 2 baskets of my laundry. And that for me is super productive. Like, that has become, in my adult life, the worst chore. Is folding and putting away my laundry. I hate it so much. Like, I can't. So, I did that today, so I consider that a win. Just in time, because I have a whole nother load of laundry I need to do. So yeah, I folded 2 baskets of laundry, made homemade chicken noodle soup, which turned out flavor-wise it was good. It needed more of actual like broth though. Ella was a little short on the juices. I was like, oh no. But yeah, so that needed a little work, but overall it tasted really good, and I feel like kind of at the end of the day, as long as it tastes good, you know, you're in the clear. So I did that. Then I actually just made chocolate chip cookies as well. They came out of the oven right before I hopped on here. So they'll be nice and yummy, yummy. After I wrap this video up, probably go have one of those. And then, I don't know, I kind of just want to like, do some like reorganizing here in my beauty room and clean some products up and wipe some stuff down. I've been working on inventory for Instagram, taking photos of all my products. So I'm going to post it over there as well. And it just stinks because like I live in Indiana and we don't see the sun right now. And we won't until like April, May, if that. So I'm taking everything with the artificial lights, which is okay for like my smaller categories, but like for my eyeshadow palettes, I'm like trying to figure out how the heck I'm gonna do it. And it might just be one of those things where it's a picture and it's bad lighting. It might just be one of those, you know, not satisfying at all. But it's what it is, because I want to get that up so I can start filtering some of my new products like into like where they go in their category storage, because I feel like right now I'm not doing that. This is the using the Bare Mineral Maximus mascara, and I don't really like this. It does give me length, but it doesn't give me like really any volume, which is interesting because I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, the claim was volume on this. But it just gives me more length. It is a wet formula. It just doesn't wow me, and I'm like ready for it to be gone. Alas, it just keeps hanging on though. You know those products when you're like, oh, just leave, and they never do. This is one of those. But I'm hopeful. Well, here pretty soon it'll be at 3 months anyway, and I'll toss it. But I am trying to use it up, you know, trying to be a panner and all that jazz. So last up for my lip, what do I want to use? I'm really loving how this cheek situation came out over here. might be adding some items to the old wish list. Also, would you guys want to see an updated wish list? Let me know in the comments. That's something I've kind of been thinking about updating. I did, you know, I have gotten quite a few products off my wish list. And I've just taken a few off. So it does look quite a bit different than the last time you saw it. And I think it's even a little smaller than the last time you saw it. But I thought an updated wish list could be fun, you know, in January, because it's like, you know, seeing what was on my wish list or what I was eyeing at the beginning of this year versus like the end of the year, like what I ended up getting or what I just took off. Could be interesting. But let me know. Just used the Huda Cream Lipstick. This one's in the shade Sweet Cheeks. Really love this formulation. I have several of them. They're so good. Super, super comfy. But yeah, so this is the final look. Overall, I'm loving how the base looks. Which, I mean, I'm not surprised if you've been here and then you know this is like... This is the combination. This is the combination. But also I'm really loving how these products look on my cheeks as well. And I think that blush shade is really pretty. I don't have a lot of blushes in my collection, so I didn't set a blush limit. But I also, well, the one that I'm closest to finishing, I guess, is this one, so I'd have to finish this before I picked up another one. But I could definitely see myself picking this up. I think it'd be really pretty shade in the summer. I think the bronzer is really nice, going with a light hand. I don't think it's too cool. I don't think it's too warm. I think that if you're someone who wants a glossed up, beaming cheek, you would freaking love this highlighter. And it doesn't feel tacky. Like, it hasn't dried down matte, but it doesn't feel tacky, if that makes sense. I really, really love that. I'm still, you know, contemplating my thoughts on the palette. And so far, like, I don't think it's bad. I'm just not really sure if it's gonna stack up to the other items that I have, you know, in my collection. I just don't know if it's gonna beat them out. So we'll see. I'm gonna keep trying this. But yeah, that's all I have. I hope that you guys, you know, enjoyed this little get ready with me, a little bit of catch up. I hope that you all had a great New Year's and, you know, a great Christmas. If you celebrate just the holidays in general, I hope that you had a nice time and you were able to spend it, you know, with loved ones. And yeah, as always, thank you guys for watching and hanging out with me. I will see you all in the next video. Bye.